Hello, my name is Chris and today I'm going to review the 2020 Toyota Corolla Hybrid. I love reviewing hybrid cars. It is a maturing technology, especially with Toyota. The base model has a CVT 8-inch display, CarPlay, single zone climate control, heated seats, 15-inch wheels, and Toyota Safety Sense 2, which is a suite of electronic aids including dynamic cruise control. The premium package, which is the car on the screen, adds an 8-way adjustable driver's seat with lumbar support, heated rear seats, Softex synthetic leather seats, and a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Corolla hybrids are relatively affordable for the technology offered. The engine does 4.4 liters in the city and 4.5 liters on the highway, or 53-52 mpg. Driving it in winter conditions, Ross did not report a dip in mileage. For most people, especially if you live in an urban environment, that means less than $100 of gas per month, or in many American states, 50 to 60 US per month in gas. Toyota hybrids make an excellent argument as there are no electric cars available for under $45,000 with a decent range. Also, this hybrid is attractive for those who pay cash as the interest rate is very high. The exterior is much more suitable than Prius and appeals to me. Conservative and unassuming. Toyota. 15-inch low-resistance wheels aren't fun but efficient and inexpensive to change. The interior is standard fare, and because of the crazy competition, such as the Mazda 3 and Honda Civic, which are in another world, I felt the interior was like basic transportation, despite pretty high quality attributes like independent suspension and comfortable seats and a logical disposition of this interior. It was certainly above average comfort. I am always in awe of Toyota's commitment to the gradual improvement philosophy, and no other manufacturer can give this much reliability, efficiency, and cutting-edge technology for an increasingly reduced price. Despite its shortcomings, this car is such a logical and intelligent choice, a powerful demonstration of engineering in my book. After my drive, I couldn't help thinking just how impressive this Toyota Corolla Hybrid is. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers driving the 2020 Toyota Corolla Hybrid. This is a vehicle which is right now in its ideal environment, a very urban environment here in Montreal. I'm driving here in Lachine's shitty roads with lots of stop signs, lots of red lights, and an insanely low speed limit of 30 kilometers an hour. The only way you could hurt somebody if somebody runs and jumps on your car and hurts themselves. That's the only way you can hurt somebody in this weird city. However, this is the home of the Toyota Hybrid. Why is it the home? The hybrid system delivers regenerative braking, which allows you to charge the battery, and then that power is used to accelerate. That is the main edge in having a hybrid. It really reduces your city consumption. But what is more amazing to me is how you can use technologies such as hybridization and put it as efficiently as possible and as low cost as possible. How does Toyota do it? Well, they do it a few ways. They innovate constantly, and that costs a lot of money. So let me give you an example of the innovation that Toyota did. They used the nickel metal hydride battery, which is from previous generation. They've improved on it, and they stuck the battery under the seat, so there's no compromise in room. The electronic controlled braking system is special because it's been optimized in order to alternate between the hydraulic braking and the regenerative braking to capture as much power as possible for the battery to make it available when you accelerate again. There is an electric water pump to reduce parasitic losses. Now that water pump is probably going to cost you more when you fix it versus the belt-driven one, but nevertheless, we go forward. We're going forward. There is an S-Flow air conditioning and heating system. What does that mean? Well, it really means that this air conditioning system, or the climate control system, I should rather say, knows how many passengers there are in the car. So if I put it 19 on a very hot day, it'll be 19 in this area. However, the rear seat maybe won't get all the AC that's necessary. It'll create kind of like a zone of comfort for the driver. If there's other people in the car, it'll cool conventionally, which is kind of nice. It reduces, it's less taxing from an energy point of view. The exhaust system has a heat exchanger, which heats up the antifreeze so that the engine hits an optimized running temperature faster, which means less gas, less pollution, etc., etc. There is a PTC, I forget what the acronym means, but what it means is Toyota put a little electric heater in for when it's very cold out. The electric heater kind of like heats up the car faster than with just an antifreeze system, which takes a bit of time in cold weather to heat up the car. These are all things that Toyota does to make you more comfortable, to make the driving experience more seamless, and to make give you a more refined product. How does it all feel when you're driving this together? Well, I can tell you right now, this car does feel like basic transportation. Now, what am I saying by that? Well, the suspension is very good. I mean, it is an four-wheel independent suspension, so I can't really complain about that. The suspension is pretty good. These seats are made out of a Softex synthetic leather. They feel good. They feel durable. These seats are comfortable. The steering wheel is nice. They did use soft touch materials everywhere. However, altogether, I can't say it feels very refined. All right, I can't think of one other car manufacturer who makes a car at this price which feels less refined. So there's that. The driving experience is very good. There's plenty of visibility here. The power is low, but that's what you would expect from a car with this type of fuel economy. However, it's not distractingly low powered. I mean, it does the job, and anybody who drives normally, no problem. Well, I'd say there's enough room in here. Ross and I aren't rubbing elbows. There's reasonable space in the back. The trunk is big enough. This feels just like a regular Corolla, and I think that's what they were aiming for. The hybrid segment is kind of like playing itself out, where this is the bare bones one. You have the Insight, which costs significantly more, which is much more comfortable. And then you have the Honda Accord Hybrid and the Toyota Camry Hybrid, which is another level of luxury. And that's where the market is. And sometimes I think people, when they're shopping electric cars, they forget to look at the hybrid alternative, which is sometimes perhaps a much lower cost alternative. I mean, this car won't cost you more than $100 of gas per month. It's almost impossible. And so when you're buying, for example, something of a similar quality, i.e. the Bolt, which is perhaps on the interior even less luxurious than this car, well, are you really gonna, it's $100 of gas, that's all you're saving. You know what I mean? So you have to do that math. And of course you have the Toyota reliability. They've been making these drivetrains for 20 years now. I mean, it's bulletproof. So it's for you, the shopper, to make that decision. What are my recommendations on this vehicle? Highly recommendable on the lease, but why would you lease a Toyota? I mean, you should buy it. On the purchase, I think it is very highly recommendable. And of course, it makes sense from a personal finance point of view, because when you buy these cars after 5 years, no more than 5 years now, you're done paying them. After that, you can drive worry-free, hassle-free for at least another 5 to 10 years. So those are my thoughts on the Toyota Hybrid 2020. Good vehicle. Feels kind of basic, but nevertheless a very good vehicle, and you have to test drive it to find out if it's for you. And those are my thoughts. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you have comments, you can put them in the comments section. And if you really like it, you can subscribe. And that is it.